In the name of God. Hello buddy. As I promised in the previous video about lions, in this clip I will explain the characteristics and life of tigers, and in the next clip we will go to leopards. It should be noted that this channel is about animals. If you are interested in animal life like me, don't forget to like and subscribe. The tiger is one of the wildest and most predatory animals in nature. This animal has a very large size and uses large prey to meet its needs. Tigers usually live in dense forests and get their food from these areas. The most important feature of this animal is the dark vertical lines on its red-orange fur, which is lighter in the lower part. This animal has a muscular body and strong legs. The tiger's body has long, shiny orange hair with vertical black stripes. The size of male tigers is bigger than female tigers, and also the hair on the cheek of male tiger is longer than that of female tiger. Tiger teeth are very strong and its fangs are the longest among land animals. The length of the tiger tooth crown reaches 74.5 mm and sometimes up to 90 mm. In the zoo, tigers usually live between 10 to 15 years. The longest lifespan recorded in zoos is reported to be 26 years. This animal determines its own territory and is generally social and solitary. This means that it lives independently, but sometimes singles live in the same area or even nest. It is necessary for a tiger's living space to be large enough to meet its hunting needs. This characteristic of tigers has caused them to have serious problems with humans in densely populated areas. At one time, tigers were seen all over Asia, from Turkey in the west to Russia in the east. In the past 100 years, 93% of their historical range has been lost, and they have been completely destroyed in Southwest and Central Asia, in the islands of Java and Bali, and in large areas of Southeast Asia and East Asia. Today, their habitat is limited to Siberian taiga to open meadows and marshes. About 6 subspecies of tigers remain. All subspecies except the Bengal tiger, the Siberian tiger, and the Indo-Chinese tiger are in the category of endangered species. One of the main reasons for their population decline is the destruction of their habitat, illegal hunting, and fragmentation of their habitat. Bengal tiger is the most numerous subspecies and Siberian tiger is the largest tiger subspecies. Out of 9 subspecies of this animal, 3 subspecies, including the Mazandaran tiger, are extinct, and 6 other subspecies, except the Bengal tiger, the Siberian tiger, and the Indo-Chinese tiger, are in danger of extinction. The historical territory of these animals extended from the Mesopotamia and the Caucasus to most of the eastern and southern parts of Asia, but this territory has been greatly reduced today. Males and females only stay together for a few days during mating. Female tigers give birth to 2 or 3 cubs after 103 to 105 days of pregnancy. After that, the male tiger leaves the female alone and the cubs live with their mother for several years. In general, the weight of male tigers is from 350 to 450 kilograms and their female from 150 to 250 kilograms. The average length is 2.5 to 3.9 meters in males and 2.0 to 2.75 meters in females. Tigers have a muscular body, especially their front limbs, and their heads are also large. The hair of the tiger's body is something between shades of orange or brown and white color, especially in the anterior parts of the tiger's body, and black stripes are also clearly visible on the body. The face of the tiger has long hairs. These hairs are especially longer in males. They have circular pupils and the color of their irises is yellow. Their small round ears have black markings on the back that include a white dot. This point is called the eye-like point, which plays an important role in animal communication. The pattern of tiger body lines is unique for each of them, like a fingerprint. Researchers use this feature to identify them in the wild or in the zoo. The use of these lines is probably for camouflage. With the help of these lines, they can hide in the shadows or grass for hunting. These lines are also present on the skin of the tiger. In other words, if the hair of the tiger's body is shaved, this pattern can be seen on the skin. Among all felines, tigers have the most diverse sizes, with Mazandaran, Bengal, and Siberian tigers being the largest subspecies of tigers. Tigers are dioecious, and in all species, the female tiger is smaller than the male tiger. However, the weight difference between male and female tigers is more discussed for large tigers, which can reach 1.7 times. Also, the front paw of the male tiger is bigger than the female. Biologists use this difference in the size of the paw to identify the footprint and determine the gender of the owner of the footprint. The openings of the nasal bones in lions are larger than in tigers, but due to the many differences that can be seen in the skulls of these two animals, you can be sure only by looking at the structure of the lower jaw. A tiger's skull is very similar to a lion's. An average adult male tiger from North India or Siberia is about 50 kilograms heavier than an adult male lion. The length of female tigers varies from 200 to 250 centimeters and their weight varies from 100 to 180 kilograms. Also, the largest length of their skull is from 268 to 318 millimeters. The body length of males is from 250 to 350 centimeters, their weight is from 100 to 320 kilograms, and the largest length of their skull is from 316 to 383 millimeters. It seems that the body size of different populations of tigers is related to the climate of their living area. A large male Siberian tiger can reach a length of 3.5 meters including the rump and 3.9 meters. These sizes are much larger than the dimensions that the smallest subspecies of tiger can reach. For example, the Sumatran tiger can reach a weight of 100 to 140 kilograms. Of the total length of the tiger's body, its tail occupies 0.6 to 1.1 meters. The height of the tiger's shoulders is from 1 to 1.22 meters from the ground. The best tiger weight record in the Guinness World Records is 390 kilograms, and it is for a Bengal tiger that was hunted in 1967, probably because of the buffalo that it ate the night before. There are 11 subspecies of tiger, 5 of which are extinct, whose past goes back to Bangladesh, Siberia, Iran, Afghanistan, India, China, and Southeast Asia. Also, the tigers of the 3 Indonesian islands are in great danger. The 3 remaining subspecies, in order of population in nature, are the Bengal tiger, also known as the Indian tiger, lives in India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Bangladesh and is the most abundant subspecies with a population of less than 2,500 adult tigers. As of 2011, the estimated population for tigers is 1,520 to 1,909 in India, 440 in Bangladesh, 155 in Nepal, and 75 in Bhutan. This tiger lives in alluvial grasslands, tropical forests, short tree forests, dry and wet deciduous forests and coastal forests. The length of the male Bengal tiger, including its tail, is 270 to 320 centimeters, while the female is 240 to 265 centimeters long. Also, the weight of males varies from 180 to 260 kilograms and the weight of females varies from 100 to 180 kilograms. In northern India and Nepal, tigers are usually larger. For example, the average weight of males is 235 kilograms and females 141 kilograms. In 1972, a project to preserve tigers and preserve biologically important areas as national heritage was started. But the high demand for smuggling bones and some organs of wild tigers for use in traditional Chinese medicine became the reason for increasing the pressure of illegal hunting of tigers in the subcontinent. India. The Wildlife Conservation Society of India has stated that 893 cases of tiger poaching took place in India between 1994 and 2009, which is only a fraction of the actual poaching and illegal trade taking place in India. The Indo-Chinese tiger, also known as the Corbett tiger, is found in Cambodia, southern China, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam. This type of tiger is smaller and darker than the Bengal tiger. The weight of their males is between 150 to 200 kilograms and females between 100 to 130 kilograms. Their living place is mostly in mountain forests or hilly areas. According to government estimates, there are a total of 350 of these subspecies living in the region, which are in serious danger of poaching or due to overhunting of their food chain, such as deer and wild pigs. They are in serious danger of lack of prey, food. Also, problems such as inbreeding and loss of habitat are other problems of tigers in this region. Nearly 3/4 of the tigers killed in Vietnam are used to make Chinese medicines. Malayan or Jacksonian tiger. This tiger, which was not considered a separate subspecies until 2004, is found only in the south of the Malay Peninsula. This new category was announced after research from the Genetic Diversity Research Laboratory, part of the National Cancer Institute of the United States of America. According to the official announcement, the number of this animal is 500, which is highly endangered by illegal hunting. Malayan tiger is the second subspecies in terms of body size. The average weight of male is 120 kilograms and the average weight of female is 100 kilograms. The Malayan tiger is a national symbol in Malaysia and its image can be seen on military uniforms or logos of some institutions such as Maybank, Malaysia's largest financial institution. The Sumatran tiger is found only on the Indonesian island of Sumatra and is an endangered species. This tiger is the smallest living tiger subspecies in the world. The weight of males is 100 to 140 kilograms and the weight of females is 75 to 110 kilograms. Their small stature is due to adaptation to the dense forests of the island of Sumatra, where they live, and the smaller size of their prey. The population of this tiger is estimated at 400 to 500, which are mostly seen in national parks. Genetic studies have shown the presence of a unique and special genome in this tiger, which may lead to a new species of tiger, if not extinct. Therefore, the protection of tigers in this area becomes more priority. Habitat destruction is the main problem of the tiger population in this region, which is sometimes seen in protected parks. Between 1998 and 2000, 66 tiger deaths were reported, which is approximately 20% of their population. The Siberian tiger or the Amur tiger lives in the area around the Amur-Ussuri River from Primorsky and Khabarovsk lands in the far east of Siberia. This animal is among the largest land animals. The length of head and body in males is between 300 to 350 centimeters and in females it is 250 to 280 centimeters. The weight of an adult male Siberian tiger is 200 to 300 kilograms and the weight of an adult female is 120 to 180 kilograms. The body cover of the Siberian tiger is very thick and the color of its body is pale gold and has fewer stripes. The heaviest Siberian tiger found so far had a weight of 384 kilograms, which, of course, is doubtful. In 2005, there were between 331 and 393 adult and subadult tigers in the region, with a breeding population of 250. This population was kept stable for a decade, but studies have shown that after 2005, the number of Russian tigers is decreasing. At the beginning of the century AD, the genealogical relationships of this tiger were reviewed and many similarities were found between the Siberian tiger and the Mazandaran tiger, and it turned out that the Siberian tiger is the closest tiger to the Mazandaran tiger and they have a very close ancestor. The South China tiger, which is also called the Xiamen tiger, is the rarest type of tiger whose generation is extinct in the wild and exists only in captivity, and its name is on the list of 10 endangered species. This type of tiger is one of the small species. The length of male and female is between 2.2 and 2.6 meters. The weight of male tigers is between 127 to 175 kilograms, and the weight of female tigers is between 100 to 120 kilograms. From 1983 to 2007, no southern Chinese tigers were seen. But in 2007, a farmer saw one of these tigers and took a picture of it with a handheld camera for documentation. But later it turned out that this photo is not real but taken from a Chinese calendar. In this way, the news of the sighting of the tiger became a big scandal. In 1977, the Chinese government passed a law banning tiger hunting, but the adoption of this law was too late. Because apparently this tiger is extinct in the wild. Currently, there are 59 tigers in South China in cages, and these tigers themselves are born from 6 tigers, so the genetic diversity related to this tiger species is not seen in them. Currently, efforts are being made to send these tigers to the outside world. Extinct species. The Bali tiger lived only in the Indonesian island of Bali and was the smallest subspecies. The weight of males was 80 to 100 kilograms and the weight of females was 65 to 80 kilograms. Bali tigers were hunted so much that they were destroyed forever. The last Bali tiger to be seen was a female tiger that was probably killed on September 27, 1937 in Samber Kema, West Bali. The tiger continues to play an important role in Balinese Hinduism. The Mazandaran tiger, which is also called the Turan tiger or the Hyrcanian tiger, lived in scattered forests or near rivers in the west and south of the Caspian Sea and possibly Central Asia in Taklamakan, Xinjiang. This tiger was not exterminated until the beginning of the 1970s. The Amur tiger is genetically the closest living species to the Mazandaran tiger. The Javanese tiger lived in the area of Java Island and continued to exist until the mid-1970s. The Javanese tiger was bigger than the Bali tiger. The weight of males was between 100 to 140 kilograms and the weight of females was 75 to 115 kilograms. After 1979, no Javanese tiger was seen in the area of Mount Battery. The surveys that were conducted in the area of Haliman Salak National Park did not find any clear signs of tigers living in the area. The Nandong tiger is an extinct subspecies of the tiger species. The few remains of the Nandong tiger indicate that it was very large. However, judging by the size of other remains, it may have been larger than a modern tiger. Helter and Vollmer, 2007, estimated that a large male can reach 420 kilograms, 880 pounds. Male tigers weigh between 250 and 360 kilograms and females weigh between 150 and 230 kilograms. As such, it is larger than the largest tiger subspecies in existence and is similar in size to Smilodon populator and Panthera atrox. Along with the American lion, this tiger is the second largest known feline after the saber-tooth. The Wanshan tiger is an extinct subspecies of tiger that was discovered in 1928 based on fossils excavated near Wanshan in Sichuan province in southern China. Otto Zidonsky called it Felis acutidens. After re-examining the fossils in 1947, Derek Albert Heuger and Walter W. Granger attributed them to Panthera tigris acutidens. In terms of length, width, and diameter, it is bigger than the Siberian tiger. The weight of males varied between 200 and 350 kilograms and females between 100 and 200 kilograms. The length of the body excluding the tail was 230 centimeters and the average height of females was 100 centimeters and males 120 centimeters. Variety of colors. White tiger. A famous allele gives rise to the white tiger, an animal that is very rare in the wild but is bred in some zoos because of its popularity. The production of white tigers usually involves inbreeding. Many initiatives were made in mating between white and orange tigers and with different species to solve the existing problems, but in the end, the white tigers that were born were associated with physical defects such as lopsidedness. In addition, white tigers usually have deviated eyes. Even healthy white tigers usually do not live as long as orange tigers from their common parents. Data about white tigers was first recorded in the 19th century. White tigers are born only when the rare allele found in white tigers is present in both parents. It is estimated that only 1 in 10,000 tigers born naturally is white. White tiger is not a separate subspecies but only a color variation. Since white tigers have been seen in nature only among Bengal tigers and all white tigers in cages are related to Bengal tigers from one side, it is believed that the dominance of the gene that makes tigers white is only in Bengal tigers. One of the common misconceptions is that white tigers are not as endangered as common tigers. Another false assumption is to think that white tigers have leeches, contrary to the black stripes on their bodies. The difference between white tigers and other tigers is that, in addition to white fur, they also have blue eyes. The reason for this phenomenon is a mutation in an amino acid that carries the SLC45A2 protein. Golden tiger. Dominance in one gene can cause very unnatural golden tigers. Sometimes these tigers are given the name strawberry. Golden tigers have bright golden fur, pale, white, legs, and faint orange stripes. Their body fur seems to be much thicker than normal. There are very few golden tigers in the world, 30 in total. Like white tigers, golden tigers must be connected to the Bengal tiger from one side. Some golden tigers carry the gene of white tigers, and when two of these tigers mate together, they can produce unlined white tigers. Both the white tiger and the golden tiger can grow larger than the common Bengal tiger. Other colors. Black tigers have never been documented, with the only exception being a dead specimen in Chittagong in 1846. There are also unconfirmed reports of blue and khaki tigers. Tigers with most or all of their body black, if they actually exist, are considered a mutation and not a separate species. In the past, tigers were seen throughout Asia from the Caucasus and the Caspian Sea to Siberia and the Indonesian islands of Java, Bali, and Sumatra. In the 20th century, West Asian tigers disappeared and their habitat was limited to the remaining habitat. Today, the remaining habitat of tigers stretches from India in the west to China and Southeast Asia. The north of their habitat range is extended to the vicinity of the Amur River in western Siberia. Today, the only big island where tigers live is Sumatra. Tigers were eradicated from the island of Bali in the 1940s, from around the Caspian Sea in the 1970s, and from the island of Java in the 1980s. Habitat loss, poaching, and depletion of tiger food sources are all processes leading to the depletion of tiger and other large mammals across South and Southeast Asia. Since the beginning of the 20th century, the historical habitat of tigers has shrunk by 93%, and it is estimated that in the decade of 1997 to 2007, their habitat has shrunk by 41%. Tigers can live in different types of habitats. These habitats must have enough camouflage and access to water and hunting. Bengal tigers live in a variety of forests, including the wet, evergreen, and semi-evergreen forests of Assam and East Bengal, the swampy areas of the Ganges River Delta, the deciduous forest of Nepal, and the coniferous forest of the Western Ghats. In addition, tigers can sometimes be seen in grasslands, savannas, taiga forests, and rocky habitats. Compared to lions, tigers prefer habitats with dense vegetation where camouflage is easier. In this case, tigers living alone is not considered a shortcoming compared to lions living in a herd. Therefore, the habitat of the tigers must have a cave or trees with large holes or dense vegetation where they can hide among its color cover. Adult tigers like to live alone, only when special conditions such as abundance of prey are established. They live in groups. Tigers of the same sex try to limit their movements to a certain territory where their needs are met. Tigers that have common areas in their territory are well aware of each other's behavior and movements. The extent of a tiger's territory depends mostly on the frequency of hunting, and for male tigers, access to female tigers is also one of the factors that determine the extent of the territory. The territory of a female tiger is about 20 square kilometers, while the territory of male tigers is much wider and reaches up to 60 to 100 square kilometers. Of course, male tigers like to share their territory with several female tigers. Tigers are skilled swimmers and are mostly seen swimming in reservoirs, lakes, and rivers. Among the big cats, only jaguars are very fond of swimming like tigers. They can swim 6 to 7 kilometers across a river or 29 kilometers in one day. Tigers cool down in waterholes during the heat of the day and can also catch their prey from the water or carry it with them in the water. Relationships between tigers are a bit complicated. They don't seem to follow any territorial rules. For example, although tigers try to avoid each other, both males and females have been seen to share prey with each other, usually by sex. Opposite or cubs are done. For example, George Challer saw that a male tiger shared a hunt with 2 female tigers and their 4 cubs. Female tigers do not like a male tiger to approach their cubs, but in a phenomenon that George Chalers saw closely, the female tigers made no attempt to protect or keep their cubs away from the male tiger. Probably the male tiger was the father of the cubs. But Stephen Mills said in the book Tiger that unrelated tigers may share the same hunt. This phenomenon was seen in Ranthambore National Park. It was seen that a dominant tigress named Padmini had hunted a bull weighing 250 kilograms. Witnesses saw the tiger with her 3 14-month-old cubs on the hunt shortly after dawn. They were undisturbed for 10 hours. During this period, other members of the family, consisting of 2 adult female tigresses and 1 adult male tiger, joined each other, Padmini and her cubs. By 3 o'clock there were about 9 tigers on the hunt. Female tigresses try to arrange their territory in such a way that it is close to their mother's territory. The overlap of the mother's territory with her cubs decreases over time. But the male tigers try to have their territory away from the female tigers of the family, and this territory determination is determined at a younger age. A young male tiger establishes his territory in a place without another male tiger. If he is in the territory of another male tiger, he will only stay until he is big and strong enough to challenge the host male tiger. Most of the mortality rate, 30 to 35% per year, is seen among young tigers who have just left their childhood territory and are looking for a territory of their own. Male tigers usually react more to the entry of the male species into their territory than female tigers to the entry of the female species. This reaction is limited to intimidation in female tigers, but it is violent in male tigers. A defeated tiger has been seen to roll over on its back or submissively show its belly to show its acceptance of defeat. Once the winner of the field is determined, the winning tiger will accept a submissive tiger into its territory as long as they live apart. The most violent fights happen when the legs of a female tiger during the estrus period are in the middle, which results in the death of one of the 2 tigers, although such a phenomenon happens less often. A male tiger marks the boundaries of his territory by spraying his urine on trees or anal sac secretions or by marking with feces. When the male tiger sees the sex of the female and smells the urine of the female to check her fertility, he takes on a special face. Tigers roar like other felines. This roar of tigers can be both to show violence and not. In the past, to estimate the population of tigers, they used chalk to mark tiger footprints. Of course, it was objected that this method is not very accurate. Other methods for investigating tigers in the wild include using cameras to trap tigers, DNA-based methods, and radio methods. How to live and hunt. In the wild, tigers feed more than large and medium-sized animals. Most researches have shown that tigers prefer to hunt ungulates with a minimum weight of 90 kilograms. According to a study conducted in the Tamil Nadu region in South India, tiger hunts in order of interest are sambar deer, spotted deer, barasingha, wild boar, indigo cow, water buffalo, and buffalo, domestic buffalo. Sometimes tigers go to hunt other predators such as dogs, leopards, Indian pythons, sloth bears and crocodiles. In Siberia, the tiger's main food is a kind of deer indigenous to East Asia and wild boar, about 80% of the tiger's hunts, followed by Japanese deer, moose, Siberian chakha, and circumcised deer. In Sumatra, somber deer, howling deer, wild boar, and Malayan tapir are the main game. In Central Asia, the Mazandaran tiger used to feed on Scythian camels, Caucasian camels, cattle, and wild horses, and in northern Iran on boars and merles. Like other predators, tigers also hunt small animals if they get the chance, including monkeys, peacocks, and other birds that are mostly on the ground, hares, deer and fish. Adult elephants are too big to hunt tigers, but interactions between tigers and elephants have been observed. A rhinoceros is a very difficult prey for a tiger due to its very large body, very thick skin and fierce temper, but once it was seen that a tiger hunted an Indian rhinoceros. When the tiger gets old or injured and is unable to hunt normally, it goes to humans. Such a pattern of behavior has been seen in India. There was only one exception when a healthy tiger hunted fishermen and villagers in the Sundarbans forest. In this way, humans form the smallest part of the tiger's food chain. Sometimes tigers feed on plants to obtain dietary fiber. The fruit of the Carida arborea tree is the tiger's favorite plant. Tigers usually go on a big hunt once a week. Reproduction. The fierce roars of male tigers during the mating season can be used to attract the attention of females, and the smell that females leave behind when mating of tigers usually takes place in winter, and female tigers give birth to children once every 2 to 3 years. Their gestation period is around 105 to 113 days. They usually give birth to 2 or 3 triplets, but the number of children has been seen up to 6. Newborn babies are the size of a domestic cat and weigh 1,400 grams and open their eyes after 2 weeks. The children grow quickly and after a month they start following their mother. They feed on mother's milk until they are 6 months old and stay with their mother for 1 or 2 years, but they stay around the nest until they are 3 years old and after that they go to other places. Tigers become sexually mature at the age of 4. Territory and group. Tigers, both male and female, choose a large area as their territory and mark it in various ways. Female tigers have a smaller territory and their territory can overlap with the territory of the male tiger. Or we can say that the territory of a male tiger can consist of the territory of several females. Of course, this issue is more relevant in relation to tigers that have a larger territory. Male tigers fight fiercely over possession of females and territory and can seriously injure each other. Diet and hunting. Tigers usually go on a big hunt once a week. Depending on the security of their territory, tigers decide to hunt during the day or search for prey at night. Of course, most tigers are nocturnal hunters. Tigers usually rely on their heavy weight and powerful claws to pounce on prey and knock it down so that it has very little chance of escape. Big tigers break the neck of the prey with a fatal blow and cause it to suffocate. Sometimes they quickly bite the throat of the prey to suffocate. The tiger's common prey is medium to large mammals such as deer, maril, chuka, deer, and boar. In times of food shortage, it also attacks domestic animals such as cows and buffaloes. Hunt tiger. Tiger hunting is done with different motivations. Tigers are one of the favorite targets of hunters, and on the other hand, the skins obtained from these animals have many fans. Ranchers sometimes kill their livestock to protect them from tiger attacks. Tiger hunting usually takes place in groups and only professional hunters hunt tigers alone. Tiger attack on man. Wild tigers, which have no previous contact with humans, strongly avoid approaching humans. However, tigers cause more human deaths through direct attack than any other wild mammal. When tigers suddenly encounter humans and are surprised or threatened, they are provoked to attack humans. Also, in cases where a human is next to a tiger cub, there is a possibility that the tiger will attack the human. Tigers sometimes view humans as prey. Such attacks are more common in areas where population growth, deforestation, and agriculture have put pressure on tiger habitats and reduced their wild prey. Most of the man-eating tigers are old and have lost their teeth and cannot catch their prey. For example, the Champawat tiger, found in Nepal and then India, had 2 broken canines. That tiger was responsible for the deaths of at least 436 people in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, which was the largest known attack by a wild animal on humans. Tiger Champawat was finally killed by Jim Corbett in 1907. World Tiger Day. July 29th is named as World Tiger Day to draw attention to save tigers from extinction. I am glad that you have been with me so far in the clip. In the next part, I will introduce you to the life of leopards. Don't forget to like and subscribe.